Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. Sitting here behind me is the benefactor BR8. This is actually the podium vehicle within the casino this week. It's going to be available for the rest of the week and you should absolutely try to win it. It goes for $3.4 million. So if you can get it from the casino for free, that's absolutely clutch. And if you already own one, you could of course sell that one and then just get your free one from the casino. So pretty awesome. It is the fastest open wheel class car in the entire game when it comes to open wheel races. So it is actually really good. It has insane downforce, insane grip in the corners. It's also pretty fast and it has a kinetic energy recovery system allowing you to do a boost with it, which is very short, but it is still very cool. Overall, the BR8, definitely a car that you should try to pick up this week in the casino if you have it available to you, of course. Now, other than that, we got to talk about how to make some money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, and unfortunately, this week is not nearly as good as some of the previous weeks that we've got. In fact, the last 4 weeks that we got, which were absolutely insane, but obviously we all knew it had to come to an end at some point. So for this week, we have 4 times money on taxi work in GTA Online. Now, for the record, you do not need to buy a taxi off of the Warstock cash and carry website. They will try to sell you this thing for 650 grand or $487,500. You do not need this in order to do the taxi work, so don't buy one like I did. You can simply just show up to the downtown cab company, which is located right here just below the casino, and you can go there and start working for them, and you're going to make 4 times the money that you normally would. And the regular money that you'd make is pretty bad, but with 4 times, it's not like completely awful, especially if you're a lower level. But if you're obviously like an established player, if you have businesses, that's going to be what you're gonna want to run this week. Taxi work, even on 4 times the money, not really that great. Now we also do have triple money and triple RP on open wheel races, as you may have guessed, given that the benefactor BR8 is available within the casino this week, and we also have a lot of discounts surrounding open wheel as well, so do stay tuned for that. But this is triple money and this is triple RP as well. Now the last thing that we have that's triple money and triple RP for the remainder of this week are the RC Bandito races. Now the RC Bandito race resets every single day, so you're going to get 7 opportunities to do this this week, so make sure you are doing that, and you're going to get triple money for it. So pretty good, honestly. Now, other than that, we have no special bonuses on money, unfortunately. So yeah, we're out. However, we do have some pretty good discounts this week going on, so I'm going to show you those right now. Starting off on Legendary Motorsport, we have the 3 other open wheel cars discounted this week, other than the benefactor BR8, which is of course available within the casino. The Ducati DR1 is available, the Progen PR4 is available, and the Osla R88 is available as well. Now the price of these ones reflects how good they are. The Progen PR4 is easily better than the DR1 and the Osla R88. However, it is pretty on pace with the BR8, but just ever so slightly slower in most scenarios. So do keep that in mind. If you're going to purchase an open wheel car this week, make sure it's the PR4. However, if you already have a PR4 and you want to get another one for some reason, the DR1's pretty cool, and so is the R88. Honestly, I can't really pick between the 2 of them, but the DR1 is a little bit cheaper, so I would probably go with that one, and I am more of a fan of modern F1 cars, so I think the DR1 is just a little bit cooler, so that's the one I would go for. Not necessarily any crazy performance differences between the 2, I just think the DR1 looks better personally, but that might just be me. Do whatever you want. But definitely don't buy the DR1 or the R88 over the PR4. We also have a discount on the Bravado Banshee this week. It's 30% off this week, except it's really weird. It's not showing up as discounted this week. It's just showing the price as $73,500, which seems odd to me, but it is allegedly discounted this week. So the Bravado Banshee, pretty decent car. Definitely look into it. It is in the sports category, but of course you can upgrade it to the Banshee 900R, which is also pretty awesome. So do keep that in mind. Banshee by itself, not even a bad car in the slightest, and if you play on the new gen, you can actually get HSW on this vehicle, and it becomes quite a good bang for your buck vehicle with the HSW upgrade. Over on Elitist Travel and Transport, we have the Sea Sparrow discounted this week for $1,270,500. Sea Sparrow is not really that great, but it can land in water, which is quite a novelty feature that most vehicles in GTA cannot do. So the Sea Sparrow may be interesting to some of you. It's not very good. There's no real difference between it and the Sparrow that you get within the Kasatka. I can't necessarily recommend picking it up, especially if you already have the Kasatka Sparrow, but if you're interested, I mean, it is discounted this week, so if you want it, consider purchasing it. And scrolling further down on Elitist, we also have the Maverick discounted this week, but I would absolutely avoid purchasing this vehicle, it absolutely sucks. And you can get them for free at any heliport as well. However, the best discount of the week is going to be found on Warstock Cash and Carry, and that is going to come in the form of the FH1 Hunter. This is arguably the best offensive helicopter in the entire game. Not only that, one of the best offensive vehicles in the entire game. You can kill a lot of people with this thing. You can do a lot of damage with it. It's got a 7 missile barrage as well as homing missiles that the pilot controls, and if you have a secondary person with you, they can control the grenade launching autocannon on the bottom that has pretty damn good range and will one-shot players and vehicles, unless they're obviously very armored. But this helicopter is absolutely insane. Now, you will need to own a hangar in order to purchase this, and you will need a hangar workshop to be able to actually upgrade it as well. So do keep these things in mind. It's also one of the faster helicopters in the game. It's very maneuverable. It also does have the handling changes that you can do within the hangar workshop, as well as engine upgrades and armor. So pretty cool. It also has a lot of livery options. Overall, it's just a great helicopter. I can't really recommend you enough to purchase this thing, and for the price that it's going for, which is 30% off, you really cannot go wrong with picking up an FH1 Hunter. This thing is absolutely crazy. And on Dock Tees, we have the Squallow discounted. For those of you that care, I'm sure there's about 2 of you watching this video that actually care about the Squallow, and if you want one, it is discounted for 30% off, so do keep that in mind. Now, the rest of the discounted vehicles lie within the dealerships, so let's go ahead and head down to the casino. We're going to head to the car meet, and then we're going to go to all the dealerships and talk about the vehicles that are in the game available for purchase this week in the dealerships. As I said before, the Benefactor BR8 is of course the podium vehicle within the casino this week. Definitely try to win this thing, guys. It's crazy. It has a really cool livery and color on it right now as well. So if you can get this, you definitely should try to. I mean, if you have a casino in your version of GTA Online, definitely go to it and definitely try to win. Within the LS car meet, the prize ride for the week is the Willard Eudora. This thing's pretty interesting. It's got a lot of customization. If you're into older cars, this is definitely one that you're going to want to try to win. The challenge to win it this week is not actually that hard either. You just have to place top 3 for 3 days in a row, which is really easy. If you can find some friends to win trade with, you're not going to have a hard time with this at all. It's got a lot of customization, not a great performer as you would probably expect, but it is still a pretty cool car. I would definitely recommend trying to win it if you're into this sort of thing. However, if you're not, I would say you can probably skip it this week. As for removed vehicles within the LS car meet, we have the Albany Alpha right here on the left. It goes for $150,000. We also have the Pegassi Infernus right here. I believe it goes for $440. Yes, it does. And of course, we also have the Grotti Stinger with the Cabrio variant of it, which is pretty cool. So this thing actually is convertible, and it's $595,000. Out of the 3 of these cars, I would actually say that the Albany Alpha is maybe the underrated one. The Infernus, of course, is absolutely a classic, and the Grotti Stinger, not the greatest car of all time, but it is kind of cool. If you're interested in any of these, I wouldn't shy away from picking them up this week. They all are removed as well. And at Simeon's dealership, we have a lot more removed vehicles here, and some of them are actually discounted, like the Ubermacht SC1 here in the corner. This thing's discounted. In fact, it's the only Ubermacht supercar in Grand Theft Auto Online. It's discounted for 30% off, so that means it is going for $1,122,100. Not a terrible price for the vehicle. However, it's not the greatest ever. It doesn't have much in the way of customization. The performance is a little bit lackluster, but it is kind of fun to drive at the same time. For the price, I can't necessarily recommend it unless you're an absolute SC1 fanatic and you've been waiting for this car to get re-added into the game for a long time. Then by all means, of course, definitely get it. Right here we also have the Dundreary Landstalker XL. It is also 30% off this week. It has quite a bit of customization. It's actually one of my favorite SUVs in the entire game, and it's available for just under $880,000. For that price, it's not really that great. However, it is removed again, so if you do want it, it is available this week, and it is discounted as well, which makes it extra viable for those of you that do want it. We also have the Ubermacht Zion Classic, which is a pretty cool car as well. Now, this is also discounted by 30% off, going for $590,000. Not a bad price for the car, considering everything about it. It is actually a pretty fast one. It's got a lot of customization. Overall, I'm actually a pretty big fan of the Zion Classic. Definitely one to look into this week for sure. Over here, of course, we have the Shyster Deviant. This has been added back many times now. Unfortunately, not discounted this week. It goes for its regular price, so not too crazy about it this week. I would say probably avoid it. Out of the cars that are available, this is definitely one of the ones that are lower on the priority list, at least in my opinion. Obviously, if you love the Shyster Deviant, then get it. You know, I'm not going to stop you. And of course, we also have the Western Wolfsbane as well, which is another removed motorcycle. And this thing is not discounted, unfortunately. It is regular price, and that means it is going for $121,000, which is not bad considering the prices of some of the other vehicles in here. But anyways, these are all removed, so do with that information what you will. Luxury autos completely sucks. As always, we have the Gallivanter Baller STD as well as the Vigoro ZX convertible, both available this week, both from the newest GTA 5 DLC, so nothing too special here. You can go ahead and avoid this. Within the chop shop, these are the vehicles that are available to be stolen this week. In order to steal the Grotti Italia GTO Stinger TT, you're going to have to do the cargo ship robbery. For the gangbanger robbery, you're going to get the Vapid Dominator GTT, and the Dinka Blista Kanjo is available by completing the McTony robbery this week. So there you have it, guys. That's pretty much it for what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. The last thing is, of course, the time trials. Like I said, RC Bandito time trials are triple money and triple RP this week. Yours for today is Cypress Flats. Your Junk Energy time trial for today is Mirror Park. Your regular time trial is LSIA, and your HSW time trial starts down by the Del Perro Pier here and ends right around here. I do believe it's very close to Lester's warehouse, somewhere in this area. Anyway, guys, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you enjoyed the video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike, subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Till then, take care. Peace.